students, welcome to your IT class. So today we are going to revise on our session, that is tables and printing. Alright, so let's start our class for today. So the topics which we will recapitulate today, that is, first of all we will again revise on how to insert a table in a writer document, then how to format a table, okay, then how to use the auto format option in formatting a table. Then we will learn about, again we will revise on how to print a document in Writer, and lastly how to export a document to PDF in Writer. Okay, so these are the different topics which we will recapitulate today. So let's start our revision for today.
Okay, so first of all, let us learn today how to insert a table. Okay, so as you can see here, this is the writer screen over here. And first we will learn how to insert a table. And as we know that a table is an intersection of a column and a row. Okay, so for as you can see on the standard toolbar here, we have the table icon present on the standard toolbar. So you can just click on this drop down arrow. Okay, and accordingly you can select the number of rows and columns, how many rows and columns you want to insert in the table. So as if I have selected 3 columns and 3 rows, so accordingly you can see a new table has been inserted in my document. Okay, so there is one more way of inserting a table, that is you have to click on the, say, first of all you have to place your cursor where you want your table to be entered. Okay, say I have clicked my because I have placed my cursor down, and here you can see you have to place your cursor where you want to insert the new table, and then you have to click on the insert command over here and then click on table option. That is the shortcut keys, please remember, that is Ctrl plus F12. So clicking on this option, you will find the insert table dialog box will appear on your screen, and here the default name of the table is table 2 because already one table is inserted. So here it is given as table 2, and you can specify the number of columns and rows, how many number of columns and rows you want to insert in the table, and accordingly you can just click on OK, and you will find that a new table will get inserted. Okay, so we will not be inserting a new table as we have already inserted a table over here. Then next our topic is how to move within the table. Okay, so that is, if you can use your mouse to move to a table cell, or you can use the keyboard as well. Now in order to move one cell to the right, what you can do is you can use the tab key. So I have pressed the tab key on the keyboard, and you can see I have moved one cell to the right. Now if I want to move to one cell to the left, what I will press is Shift plus tab. Now if I press Shift plus tab, you will see the cursor will move to the one cell to the left. Then if I want to move up one row, what I can do is I can press the up arrow key. Okay, and if I want to move down one row, so I can press the down arrow key. So I want to move up, I will just press the up arrow key. As you can see here, the cursor will accordingly move. Then how to enter text. So as we know, to enter text in a table, we have to again select a cell, or we have to place the insertion point, that is the cursor where we want to insert the text, and then we can start typing. Say for example, in the first field here, in the first cell, I want to type as name. I'm using the tab key to move to the next cell. Then let us give the class of a particular student, and say next one we'll give the section. Okay, so I have inserted new text over here. You can see name, class, and section. Then next one is this text in Writer in a table. It can be just formatted just like the normal text. If you want to increase the size, you can just select the size over here. Okay, you want to change the font style, okay, accordingly you can change it, and then you can make it bold. All right, so if you want, you can make it italic as well. All right, then if you want, you can change the font color too of the particular text in the cell. So let's make it blue color. And then inserting rows. Now say I have here how many rows, 1 2 3. So I have 3 rows. Now say for example I want a fourth row. So what can I do is I can select the table and then click on insert and then click on rows. Or what can I do is I can just right click on the table, okay, and then I can just click on row, then click on insert. Okay, and you can see the insert rows dialog box will appear, and we can specify the number of rows, how many rows we want. Say let me specify as 2 rows. So I'll just click on here, and 2 more new rows has been inserted over here. Same way we can insert a new column also. Again, what we can do is we can click uh, on the column where we want the adjacent row column to be inserted, and accordingly again we can go to the table menu. From here you can click on insert here. As you click on the table menu, click on insert, and then you can click on columns. Same way you can right click also, and you can go to the table command over there, and from there you can click on insert rows or columns. Accordingly you can specify the number of rows and columns you want. Just click on OK, and you will find a new row has been inserted. So let us give the name as school over here, the field name as school. Then similarly you can delete also. Say for example you don't want this particular row. Okay, so same way you can go to table command over here and click on delete, and then you can click on rows, and you will see that the fourth row has been deleted. Okay, then merging of cells. Okay, merging and splitting. So as we know that merging refers to combining of two or more table cells into one. Say for example you want to merge these two cells. What you can do is you have to select the cells. Okay, and then what you have to do is on the table toolbar, this is the table toolbar. As you insert a new table, this toolbar will automatically appear on the ribbon, and from there you have to click on merge cells. Okay, this is the merge cells option over here. So click on merge cells. You will see two fields. Okay, two cells has been merged into one. Okay, then similarly we can also split. That means just the opposite. Okay, now one cell will be divided into two or more table cells. So similarly you have to select the column. Okay, and then what you have to do is you have to click on split cells, and you can see horizontally and vertically. So how you want, you can specify here into equal proportions. So give let's split the cell into two, and vertically we don't want horizontally, we want to split the cells in a vertical position. So just click on OK, and you can see we have again come back to our previous one. That is how we have merged the cells. All right, so this is all about your merging and splitting. Then next one is how to format the tables. Okay, so how to format the table, what we have to do is again you have to select the table. Okay, and why formatting of table is necessary? If, because it gives a certain look to the table by formatting its layout, that is the table border and shading. And the formatting, we can also format the content, just like we have formatted the columns here. Okay, the text which we have inserted in the first row. Okay, same way we can the data also which we will enter, we can format it. Okay, so for formatting the table, what we have to do is we have to select the table. So as we have selected, and then you can go to the table command over here, and then click on table properties. So as you click on table properties, so here we will have the table tab over here, text flow, how you want your text to be inserted in the table, the columns. Okay, the borders which we have, which we want to apply to the table. Okay, so you can select here, set outer border, set okay inner border. All right, so accordingly you can select the design of the border, how you want. All right, then accordingly you can change the color. Okay, say red you can give. All right, then accordingly you can just click on OK. You can see your table has been formatted, right? A new border has been applied. So accordingly you can also uh, give the background to the table. Okay, you can go to the table command over here, again go to the table properties. Okay, click on background tab, and then you can give a contrasting color. Okay, and then just click on OK, and you can see this is the contrasting color or the background which we have changed to the table. Okay, so accordingly you can change the name. You can enter more text over here. Say you want to enter data here, so you can type here Ram. Okay, say class 9, you can give section B. Say let's give the name of the school, our school here, say Anita say next one, say let's give as class 10. Let's give the section as B. Let's give the name of our school. Then say again we are entering data. Next one, say let's give as Ria. Say we can enter the class as 9. So let's give the section as A. Let's give, sorry. So we'll just click on school name here. Okay, so accordingly we have entered the text, and then what we can do is again we can format the table, say using the auto format. Okay, so next topic is our how to auto format. Okay, so auto formatting in table, like this is the easy way, okay, in order to make the changes in the table with the auto format option. And auto format means choosing one table design from a list of available pre-formatted designs. Now in order to use auto format, what you can do is you have to click anywhere in the table, okay, and then you have to click on the table command over here, and from there you have to click on auto format. So as you click on auto format, the auto format dialog box will appear, and from there you can choose on any color, any design which you want, okay, and then you have to just click on OK. So as you click on OK, you can see the table gets automatically formatted with the column name, I mean the field name, which the headings as the different darker green color, and you can see the fields with the lighter shade of green. Okay, so this is the use of the auto format option in a table, okay, which automatically formats the table. All right, so from a list of pre-designed available formatted. Okay, then our next topic is how to print, okay, a document. Now say for example this table I want to print, okay, I want it in a printed layout, I want to in as a hard copy. So for that what I can do is in writer we have the print option here. Okay, so this is the print file directly, that is by clicking on this option I can directly print my document. Or what can I do is I can go to the file option, and from there I can just click on the print, that is the shortcut key is Ctrl plus P. Okay, so as I click on print, you can see the print option dialog box will appear on my screen, and from there I can just select on the how many pages I want. Accordingly I can specify the number of pages, okay, then the number of copies I want this particular document, and then I have to click on the print option here, the print, and you will see this particular document will be printed out as a hard copy. All right, now say for example I want to see whether how my document will look like, okay, to get an idea as how it will look when I will print this particular document. So for that I can use the print preview option here. So as I click over here, you can see this is the print preview option, or same way you can go to click on file tab, and then you can click on page preview. Okay, so same thing. So here you can see this is the page preview option over here, or you can see the print preview option. So accordingly you can zoom in. Okay, so if you want your document to view it in a what you can see in a broader way, okay, so accordingly you can increase the size, the percentage, and you can view your document. Okay, so this is the way how your table will look in, will look when you will print it out. Okay, and if you have a color printer you will see the colors as well. All right, and what we can do is this is one option from the standard toolbar, and the other one we have is the from the file menu. You can just click on here and then click on page preview. Okay, now if you want to go back to your document, what you have to do is you have to click on close preview, and your page preview option will get closed, and you will come to your original document. Okay, then next one is we can print our document as a brochure also. So same way, for printing our document as brochure, what we have to do is we have to click on the file menu, and then I have to click on the print option over here, print command. So as I click on print command, from there I will have the page layout tab, and from there I have to click on brochure. Okay, so as I click on brochure, okay, you will see this is the how the table will look like, and accordingly you can click on the print option in order to print your document as a brochure. All right, and please remember the shortcut key for printing is Ctrl plus P. The last one we have is how to export our document. See, for this particular document I want to export as a PDF. Okay, so for this option also, in order to export the document as PDF, we can just directly click on the option which we find on the standard toolbar, that is export directly as PDF. Or what you can do is you have to click on again file command over here, and then you have to click on export as PDF. Okay, so just click on export as PDF and you will see the PDF option dialog box will appear. Okay, and then what you have to do is you have to just click on export. So as you click on export, you will find a save as dialog box will appear. I mean, the export dialog box will appear just like the save as dialog box, and you have to give a name. You have to give a name, file name to the document which you will be saving as PDF. You can see here save as type, it is coming as PDF, that is portable document format. Okay, so this particular document will now get saved in the PDF with the PDF extension. And okay, and you have to specify your name here. So for example, if I give here class 9, so if I give here class 9, you can see it will get saved as a PDF with the extension .pdf. Okay, so I will just click on save and we will find that the particular document has been saved as a PDF, and we can open this particular document in the PDF format. Okay, so today's class is only up to here. So these were the different topics which we have covered, okay, from your session, that is tables and printing. Now let us summarize the different topics which we have covered.
Let us summarize the different topics which we have covered today. So in today's class, we had again recapitulate on that a table is an arrangement of text in the form of columns and rows. Then we had also recapitulated that intersection of a particular row and a column in a table is called as a cell. And tables in Writer can be inserted through, that is the table button which you will find in the standard toolbar, and it can be also manipulated through the table drop down menu. Then we had also recapitulated that merging of cells in a table refers to combining two or more table cells into one particular cell, and splitting means just the opposite, that is dividing a particular cell, one cell, into two or more table cells. So we can split in two ways, that is once in horizontal way and the other one is in a vertical way. Then we had also recapitulated that we can print our document in Writer, that is using the file menu, and from there we have to click on the print command. And if you want to preview the document, we can just click on the print preview option in order to view how a document will look like before it is actually printed before the final print out. Then lastly, we had also gathered knowledge that we can also print envelopes and labels, and also we can save our document in PDF form, that is we can export our document in PDF form, that is portable document format, okay, which is the standard way of sharing any particular document. Okay, so today's class is only up to here. Thank you everyone. So after the video I have some home assignment for you in Google Classroom. Please check and do it, okay, and at the same time keep learning. Okay, thank you, have a nice day.